The client was involved in a car accident. He injured his knee very, very severely and worked in a physical labor job. So he wasn't able to work, in any capacity at all after the accident. Accident benefits gives you IRBs, income replacement benefits, but only really up to $400 a week, which when you have a family isn't very much. So the client applied to ODSP, Ontario Disability Support Program. They were denied because the government said they weren't a person with a disability. It went all the way to appeal. Oral hearing was conducted. I examined my client. I spoke with the adjudicator, gave my reasons, and we were successful. So the client was able to, before anything even settled, able to get both income replacement benefits through his insurance company and Ontario Disability Support Program payments as well. For this person, English wasn't their first language, and when they applied to ODSP, they didn't really understand what the government wanted, justifiably so. It's not always clear. They wrote a letter and they had their doctor write a letter, but it just wasn't enough, really. The government, as well, was very vague with what they wanted. So they came to us, and I did research in terms of their specific scenario. We got a doctor's note, all the records we needed, and even though the client wasn't really able to speak particularly well because of their injuries, we were able to get a translator and have them testify in front of an adjudicator, which is something they weren't really able to do. They didn't really get a chance to tell their side of the story before that hearing that happened. I think that a lot of the time people can be suffering without, telling everyone else around them they are suffering. This client had children, they had a wife, and they were showing clear signs of degradation and not being able to walk or speak as well as they used to. But they weren't saying that to their family, and they weren't saying that to me. It was just something that was obvious. So we were able to get the evidence of a family member, which I found really helpful, because it wasn't just them saying what was going on, and sometimes you can really play down your injuries if you want to seem like you know what you're doing and you're taking care of your family. But the family member really helped the adjudicator and myself as well understand what exactly was wrong with the client and why they were indeed actually a person with a disability and should be entitled to ODSP.